y'all, welcome back to Homestead Ranch. So I'm going to give you an overview of our canned goods today, what we can, what we store, and how we store it. So if you hear something yelping in the background, that's all 9 puppies. They're getting used to their new pen and they're not too happy about it. So they are moved away from Mama. Mama Belle is with me here in the basement, and she might get on camera here in a second. But anyways, I apologize for the noise. So all of my canned goods stay here in the basement. You saw me talk about this a little bit during tornado prep. I was bringing stuff over before we had severe tornadoes here in Alabama in the spring. I got everything moved over. We are extremely low right now. That is low for me. Usually I have both of these stacked. At one point I was pushing having a whole nother shelf being bought. So what I've got is spare jars. There's Bale. Spare jars on the bottom. I have them stacked up nice and neat. The reason I keep this in the basement is because it's cool and dry. You want to keep your canned goods somewhere cool and dry, not humid or warm. If it's humid or warm, you can have lids pop, okay? So you don't want that. I keep all of the jars on the bottom that are in packages that are brand new. Some of those are mainstays. What I've used before, I've had no trouble with any of the lids popping. I've bought just mainstays lids, and I've bought the jars. I've had no trouble with either one. They're a good bit cheaper than Ball, but I also have Ball mason jars everywhere as well. I've got spare accessories in boxes up here. I keep my rings. I have a meat grinder. I have 2 regular pressure canners over here. Now, I use the Presto Electric. I guess I was like the first one on YouTube that showed how to use that. I don't know, but I get a lot of hits on those videos on people watching them, and now it seems like the bigger channels are wanting to use it. I don't blame them. It's all you do is punch a button. You can pressure can in this electric canner. I do have spare rings up here, like valve seals for the pressure canner. I also have a tomato sauce kit here. I've never used that though. What I have used it for though is my muscadine jam. So that's just something, if you're using jams, jellies with fruit with seeds, you may want something like that. But that's the brand Roma Value Pack, and that's just what I use. It's a food strainer. So I keep all of my rings. I use that for gardening to keep birds away, and I just hate throwing them away, but a lot of times I do because I have so many jars. The shelves are industrial kitchen shelves, and they are from Sam's Club. Online, you put them together. They've got wheels. I do not roll it because I don't think you're supposed to with the weight on these anyways. This one I could. That one, no, I'm not rolling that. So I have all of my jars, which I have more I need to get on the shelf, organized depending on what they are. So half pints up here. Little jelly jars. I should have never even bought those, the quilted jars. I just thought they were pretty. They're good for gifts. That's about it. And it's dusty, guys. I need to wipe it off. And by the way, the trays also come with liners. It's just metal up under it. On this shelf, I have wide mouth and regular mouth pints. I use a lot of pints as far as for canning fruit and things like that. Pickled okra, anything that needs to be water bathed, pints in the Presto Electric. You can't use quarts. I have a lot of quarts here, but I use that to pressure can. So for pressure canning, you're looking at pumpkin, green beans, tomatoes with okra, my Cajun mix that comes out of the Ball book, potatoes. I'm trying to think what else, guys. I'm looking at my other stuff. Corn. Corn must be pressure can. All of that in here. Meat has to be pressure can. Water bath, pickled stuff like cucumbers, pickled okra, pickled crab apples, zucchini pineapple, jams, jellies, all that, water bath. So I have less pints than I do quarts because most of what I do is pressure can. So let's move over here and talk about what we have. Jams and jellies everywhere. I have pickled crab apples here in half pints. I also have those in pints. I have pepper jelly from jalapeno peppers, different colors because of the peppers I use. Some was green, some was red, and you can add different food coloring. I have muscadine jam, or no, that's apple butter. I have cowboy candies, jalapeno peppers with sugar. Quilted jar, it's just for gifts. That's what that is. Again, I probably shouldn't have bought those. It just is what it is. Salsa, that's a huge thing that I do use for pints. That has to be water bathed. Tons of salsa. I need to make more this year. Salsa verde, pickled tomatoes, more salsa, zucchini pineapple right here. This is zucchini chopped up or peeled, chopped up, and water bathed in pineapple juice. You cannot tell that this is not zucchini. You think it's pineapple, okay? Cream corn. I won't do that again. I did not like that at all. And then, I'm trying to see here what we have. More pickled crab apples. We have had no harvest of crab apples for 3 years now. More salsa, and then diced tomatoes all the way down. Diced tomatoes have to be water bathed. So a lot of my pints right now are still occupied. That's great for casseroles, soups, stews, things of that nature. Muscadine jam. I have bukus of this. It's kind of a dark color. That's what I use the Roma food strainer for up here to get the seeds out, like a food meal, okay? I had a ton of muscadines given to me several years ago, and I have made just bukus of this jam. I don't care for the jelly. I like the jam just because it has more substance and it's easier to make, okay? Canned tomatoes for frying. I have tons of that, green tomatoes. So what you do is I put lemon juice in mine, water bath it, and it is so easy. The only thing is once you can these tomatoes, they're a little bit soft, but the flavor's still great, okay? Tons of those. So you can see here, I've got tomatoes everywhere. I need some more salsa, but not any diced tomatoes. We've got bukus. And these shelves go all the way back. You can fit 5 pints long ways, okay? And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 jars per shelf. I don't know the name of these shelves, or 14 rows. 14 by 5 down. I don't know the names of these, but you could look on Sam's and get something comparable. Potatoes. I've run out of those this year. I may can some more, I may not. And the number one staple that I can, green beans. We're almost out of those. I didn't have a huge harvest last year, but I planted pole beans this year, so hopefully we'll have enough to can. I am going to focus this year on zucchini, squash. I'm not going to can that. I'm going to freeze zucchini. It's going to be a lot of freezer stuff this year. I'm going to freeze zucchini boats empty and then assemble those. Thaw them and assemble them. Squash always freeze. Okra always freeze, except pickled okra occasionally. I'm going to do some more of that this year. And salsa we're going to work on. I'm trying to think what else, guys. Corn will freeze. So probably not a lot of this. Pickled peppers. That's something I'm out of that me and my husband love. I may have just a few left. Yes. Pickled jalapenos or pickled banana peppers. So you can it with garlic. It is amazing. Put that on a pizza, tacos. That we love. I'm going to hopefully use a lot of these this year for that. For my banana peppers in the garden. So this is kind of an overview of what we've got. I keep my jars clean. Now I always, I wash them in the dishwasher afterwards. I always rewash them before I use them in the canner, okay? Because you can see it's dusty and whatnot. Always rewash them before I use them. Again, but that's everything, and you can kind of keep count, and I like the visual. That way I know, do I need regular mouth lids or wide mouth lids this year? I keep my spare lids up here that I have in packs ready to go. Also, you can use the lids off the new jars if you get in a pinch. So this is just a good visual to show you what we have. This has been a lot of collecting down through the years. If I see a sale on jars, I'll get them, which jars have went up steeply in price, okay? So that's just a little bit of what we've got. Since I've got so much sweet stuff, I'm not going to be canning sweet stuff this year, except the zucchini pineapple. Now that I will. But that's pretty much it. And I think the next thing I'm going to get into is maybe canning meat. Just because I want shelf-stable meat without putting it in the deep freezer, because we have so much meat in the deep freezers from deer and hunting. Get some on the shelf. That way I won't have to, it's just ready to go. All right, guys. So that's our homesteading batch here. We're very, very low. It always gets low before gardening season picks up. And right now we're just sitting here waiting on the harvest. All right. We'll see you next time on Harmon Homestead Ranch.